You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. You be like heaven to touch, heaven to touch. I wanna hold you.
Yo, what up? It's Food for Thought Thursday, March 7th. So it's March Madness, all right? So all this month I want to be talking about things that are like madness, you know? So the first thing I want to talk about today is God and his love and his favor and how it's too good to be true, okay? You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, and as I was actually listening to that song, I was like, dang, that's kind of like God's love. Like, because there'll be times, situations in my life where either I'll be really down and then I'll just say a prayer like, God, I need you. And then something will just happen and I'll ask for peace and I'll ask for joy. And then, you know, it'll just happen. Or one thing is I can continually ask for favor over my life. And I know that's something that my mom has prayed over my life prior to me even understanding what favor is. But once I really grasp what favor is and what God's favor is, and I don't even think I've actually got a full knowledge of it, but I know I've definitely experienced it. And just praying for favor over my life every single day, over my family, my friends, my situations. And when things happen, I'm like, heck, that was weird. And I'm like, how did that wasn't supposed to happen, but this was happening and all the odds were against me and I didn't really even have this, I didn't have that. And then I'm like, shoot, that's God's favor. You know, like, and that's the thing is it's favor and it's God just doing you a favor. So it's almost like, it is like just God just blessing you. It's a favor. He's just doing you a favor without you even being, without you realizing it and without you, not necessarily maybe asking for it in that situation, but I'm challenging you to ask God for his favor over your life every single day, because things will happen when you're like, I wasn't supposed to be the winner. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't supposed to do this. I wasn't supposed to make way. Or even down to situations where, man, I don't even know if I have the money to make rent this month. Or I don't know if I have enough money to buy, for some people, Christmas gifts or birthday gifts, or take somebody out to do something, or just random things to where you think you might not make it and where your money and stuff is real low, and then boom, here comes the favor of God. The favor of God is something, to me, I can't wrap my mind around it, because it's situations where you're like, that wasn't, it's just, you're gonna sit there and think that was not supposed to happen. Okay, like the cards weren't lined up for me, like it wasn't in my favor, but it was in God's favor for you. He's doing a favor for you. Why? Because he loves you. So I'm sitting here and I'm thinking about just God and him and his being, and the fact that he loves me, and that's madness, because it just doesn't make any sense. Because when you sit and you think about it, it's like, why me? And I didn't really do anything special. Like, why die on the cross for my sins? And that's just him just being him, you know? And why make way for me? Why forgive me for all the things that I've done? And that's just him and his love. And it's something that we can't as humans fully grasp, but it's him being him. And just the thought of all the things that he's done for me, it's madness, because I just don't get it. And yes, I'm gonna receive it with open arms and open hands and just say, shoot, thank you. You know, and that should lead us to the madness that God brings into our life, should lead us to an attitude of gratitude. Okay? And not only that, it's like sometimes when I'm thinking and I can't always find the words to say, and that will just lead me to say thank you. But sometimes when words just aren't enough, then that's where we have to live it out in our lifestyle. Okay, we have to live a lifestyle of thankfulness, and that's where we're going out and we're doing things for other people to where they're like, what? Like, why would they do, why would they do that for me? Like, why, you know? And then that's where we become used to put favor on somebody else. Okay, so you never know when God might shift one of your enemy's mindsets or somebody you don't even know to do something for you. It could be simple and it could be something huge, but you never want to count anybody out when it comes to God, because you never know who he might have to use in order to bring you favor, and you don't know when he might have to use you to bring favor into somebody else's life. So don't close yourself out. Don't get stingy and don't get greedy with the favor and say, nah, I just need it all for me, and you're not going to allow yourself to be used for somebody else. But again, live with the attitude of gratitude that takes it and puts it forth into your actions, to where you're being thankful and you're just living your life thankful and doing all you can for God and his kingdom and other people and showing love. But another thing that I wanted to hit on today as I talk about love is something that's like, hold up, it's a head tosser back, eyes squint like, what? And it's loving your enemies. Yeah, God tells us to love our enemies. And to me, and to other people, that's like, hold on, that's madness, and another form. Like, I can't believe you just told me to love my enemies. These people like love my haters, but they hate me, but I'm supposed to love them. Yeah, exactly. That's the equation. They hate you, you love them. And people always say, by you loving them and you doing this, it'll burn coals. It'll be like coals burning on their head, and that's exactly what it is. Because what that does is that shows you're above the situation. That goes to show that, you know what, you can hate me, you can do whatever, but I love you regardless. You need anything, I got you. They're cold, give them a coat. They're thirsty, give them 2 gallons of water. Whatever it is that they need, you be at their disposal. Because then what will that do? They'll be like, that's madness. I hate them. They know I hate them. I'm hating off of them, but yet they're nice to me. They love me. They're acting out in loving ways towards me when I hate them. Okay? So what that does is that starts to get them thinking. And then you never know what conversations could come out of that in the long run. You never know what type of friendships can come out of that in the long run. And sometimes maybe there won't be anything, but what that'll do is that'll put you up here. Okay, that'll put you above and beyond to where people are like, dang. And they might even start to hate off you that much more, but it doesn't matter. That's not your problem. God is calling you to be the one that loves them. Okay, and so if they want to be the way they want to be, then that's on them. But as long as you're doing what you got to do, just open your hands and say, what up? Send the favor my way, because I'm open, I'm willing, and I'm ready. Okay, but then you can also be like, I'm willing and I'm ready to show favor to others. So don't block yourself out from being used for God to bless somebody else, and then allow the blessings to come your way. But that comes with asking for forgiveness and then asking for the favor. A lot of people are like, yeah, I'm so blessed, this and that. Man, I'm claiming favor, because favor shows up in situations where you're not supposed to be on top. Situations where you're not the one that's supposed to win. Situations where it's not really you, or it doesn't look like it's going to happen. I think those are like the best situations. You're like, shoot, I don't even know what. And then God's like, favor, what up? So Food for Thought Thursday, March Madness, talking about everything that's just like, what? That makes you go, tip that head back a little bit. So catch me up next week. Hit me up next week. We'll be talking about living out your dreams and the madness that comes with that. Food for Thought Thursday. Check 1, 2. I'm out. Oh yeah, one last thing. Stay hungry, never go hungry. Okay? Stay hungry, never go hungry. Now that's madness in itself. Deuces.
You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. You be like heaven to touch. I wanna hold you so much. And long last love has arrived. And I thank God I'm alive. You're just too good to